Hey friends in beauty, if you're a professional makeup artist or beauty pro who is tired of juggling multiple tools to run your business, I got great news for you. Beauty Pro Funnels is here to simplify your life and take your business to the next level. Unlike other platforms like Wix, Squarespace, or Acuity, Beauty Pro Funnels was created by a makeup artist for makeup artists. This is the world's first all-in-one software that helps you book clients, sell your products, and even launch courses all in one place. No need for separate subscriptions that drain your wallet or tools that don't speak your language as a beauty pro. With Beauty Pro Funnels, you're not just getting another booking tool. You're unlocking the ability to create multiple revenue streams, so whether you're behind the chair or not, you're making money. Imagine accepting bookings, selling your beauty products, and offering courses all without the stress of managing separate systems. That could be a big headache. Let me break it down to you one more time. Your website, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your portfolio, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your booking site, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. And your e-commerce site, host it in Beauty Pro Funnels. Want to offer beauty courses or digital products? You can sell them inside of Beauty Pro Funnels, and you'll be able to send invoices, digital contracts, newsletters, and do all of your marketing directly from your Beauty Pro Funnels account. It's mind-blowing. Listen, you're going to save hundreds of dollars every single month by replacing over 10 platforms when you make the switch to Beauty Pro Funnels like Wix, Squarespace, Acuity, WordPress, Vagaro, Honeybooks, 17 Hats, Dubsado, MailChimp, Klaviyo, Kajabi, DocuSign, even Shopify. It's crazy. I know you got at least one of those. And here's the best part. Tayana and her team spent over a year building plug-and-play templates into your account for pretty much everything, so you never have to start from scratch at all. So all of your appointment confirmations, reminders, and payment reminders and stuff like that for your clients, they have already been written out for you. You can even gather reviews and referrals all on autopilot. You'll free up so many hours of time each week so you can focus on what you love, your artistry. Plus, with their mobile app, you can manage your entire business from the palm of your hand. Send invoices, schedule appointments, and even take payments on the go. I believe in Beauty Pro Funnels so much that I recently moved the Friends of Beauty site to Beauty Pro Funnels, and I am loving it. It's a game changer because it's not just a platform. I swear it is like having your personal business assistant designed specifically for makeup artists and beauty pros like you. So here's the deal. If you want to see what all the hype is about, visit getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends to get a personalized tour and see how Beauty Pro Funnels can transform your business today. That's getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends because you deserve the best tool for your beauty business.
Serious question. Are you actually going to start posting the content that's in your phone? Aren't you tired of wanting to create content but never actually getting around to it? Or feeling stuck with what to post and how to show up online as the beauty pro you know you are? I feel like I can see you over there shaking your head. If so, then you have to join me and my friend in beauty, Kyla Nicole, for Lights Camera Content, the post-worthy content workshop for beauty pros, creators, and purpose-driven entrepreneurs happening on May 31st in Washington, D.C. We're teaming up to give you real-time content creation stations, expert-led education, pro headshots, networking, and a panel of local influencers, all in one gorgeously aesthetic space made for content. And guess what? We just added a best friend in beauty ticket tier so you and your content bestie could come together and save some coins. So if you're ready to stop overthinking and finally start creating content that converts, grab your ticket today and share with a friend. Tap the link in the show notes to save your spot as space is limited, and we can't wait to see you there.
Can you give me some advice or guidance? Can you give me some guidance on how to build a kit smartly and affordably? Okay, let's get into this. One thing I want you to do, new brush on the block, is get you some friends in beauty, okay? Building your kit is going to be a lifelong process for however long you decide to be a makeup artist. Building your kit never stops. You can create magic with this kit. Imagine what you can do when you get your hands on some high quality, like super duper pigmented stuff. So if you're concerned about like brand snobs, I'll say it like that. If you're concerned about brand snobs, looking at the brands and like, I can't believe they're using Maybelline on me or whatever. Like, first of all, that Fit Me foundation be working. Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get authentic answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. Join me every week as me and my special guest reveal the keys to longevity and success in the beauty industry, from the ups and downs of their journey to the nitty-gritty of their struggles and triumphs. We're spilling the tea on it all, and most importantly, having fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty here, Akua Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I'm so happy to have you here, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. Now, on today's episode, I'm super excited because we have another Ask Your Best Friend in Beauty letter. Okay, so this is a new segment that I've been loving doing on the Friends of Beauty podcast, where you, the listeners, can write into me, your best friend in beauty, and ask for advice on anything that your heart desires, whether it's personal, makeup related, business related, mindset, whatever your heart desires. And I will weigh in and give you my opinion. If you want to write in a letter, you can email it to info@friendsinbeauty.com with the subject line "Ask Your Best Friend in Beauty," so I can know where it's from. And then also, if you want to remain anonymous, like you don't want people to know who's writing in, you can create a fun pseudonym for yourself. Or if you don't know, your little pseudonym, I can create one for you. Just let me know and I got you. So I'm super excited for this letter today because this one is really all about kit building on a budget, which is totally my jam. Because if you do not know, I am not a makeup junkie at all. I do not like to spend a whole bunch of money on products. So I feel like I've been kit building on a budget my whole since I've been a makeup artist for 12 years. So came to the right person for this one. So let's go ahead and dive into this letter. The letter is from New Brush on the Block, which is the cutest name ever. So the letter says, "Dear best friend in beauty," that's me. Okay. Y'all remember, did y'all used to watch all that back in the day with Amanda? Was it Amanda? They used to do that. That's me. Anyways, okay. So if you get it, you get it. So it's from New Brush on the Block. It says, "Dear best friend in beauty, I'm a brand new makeup artist just getting started in the industry. And while I'm incredibly excited to finally pursue my passion, I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately. I've been watching so many amazing artists online, and they all seem to have these fully stocked kits filled with high-end products, endless shades, and every brush you can imagine. Meanwhile, I'm over here piecing together what I can, some drugstore items, a few Amazon brushes, and whatever I've been able to slowly afford. I try to remind myself that everyone starts somewhere, but I can't help but worry about how I'll be perceived by clients. Will they think I'm not serious or professional because I'm not using the top tier brands? I don't want to go into debt trying to keep up with what I see online, but I also want to feel proud and prepared when I show up for a booking. Can you give me some guidance on how to build a kit smartly and affordably? What are the true essentials I should invest in first? And how can I confidently work with what I have while I continue to grow and improve? These are great questions. I really want to show up like a pro, even if I'm still a work in progress. Sincerely, New Brush on the Block. Okay, let's get into it. New Brush on the Block. I absolutely love this letter. And I feel like this will resonate with a lot of people because I just got finished wrapping up teaching at the 20th anniversary of the Celebrity Makeup Symposium at Bennett Career Institute, and I was dealing with majority beginner makeup artists who had similar questions, similar concerns, and they're all valid. I've been there before and I totally get it. So let's dive into this. Let's pick this apart a little bit. So let me start by saying that building your kit is going to be a lifelong process for however long you decide to be a makeup artist. Building your kit never stops. Yes, building your kit never stops. And you're absolutely right when you say you try to remind yourself that everyone starts somewhere. That is totally true. We all start somewhere. The way that my kit looked when I was brand new as a makeup artist is totally different from how my kit looks now. And it really is a process of going through and trying products and seeing what works, seeing what you like, and then continuing to buy those things as long as they don't decide to discontinue it and all of those things. So you're absolutely right when you say that everyone starts somewhere. Will they think I'm not serious or professional because I'm not using top tier brands? I don't think that they will. I think that you should focus on the experience that you're providing and being professional, showing up on time, having an amazing kit setup, like very professional. Let me know if let me know if you all want me to show you how I set up my kit. I feel like I have videos somewhere within vlogs and everything like that of me setting up my kit. But as long as you're like setting up your kit in a very clean, neat, aesthetic looking way, I don't really feel like they would care what you're using. Obviously, they booked you for a reason because they seen the end result. And if you're getting the end result with drugstore makeup, that's even more impressive. I always tell my students at Bennett Career Institute when I teach them because they get like a very, very, very basic makeup kit. And I always tell them on the first day, like, if you can create magic with this kit, imagine what you can do when you get your hands on some high quality, like super duper pigmented stuff. So if you're already providing a beautiful look with drugstore makeup, kudos to you. Like I don't think that they would think that you're unprofessional because you're using drugstore brands. There are a lot of makeup artists who are celebrity makeup artists and everything that use drugstore brands. What they do though, which is something you may want to consider if it's within your budget, is they depot their stuff. So you're not necessarily seeing the brand. So, for example, dang, I wish I had it near me. Dang, I wish I had it near me. So, you know how if you're using like cream foundations and stuff like that, they come in the little sticks and everything. They have containers. View Set is one of the ones that I use. I'll leave a link down below for it if I remember. If not, send me a message and I'll send you a link. But ViewSet is one of those companies that a lot of makeup artists love to use. And Kit Ritual, they were at the makeup show recently. But Kit Ritual and ViewSet are little containers that you can depot your creams into. So if it's lipsticks, foundations, and things like that, and they're cream, you can depot them and put them into those containers, and nobody would know what brand they are. Um, Also, they have the same thing for liquid foundations too. I'm not sure what brand it is, but if you research ways that you can just like take the liquid foundations and put them into like smaller containers, so you're not actually taking the whole container with you anyway because it's going to be heavy for your kit, you can depot them. So if you're concerned about like brand snobs, I'll say it like that. If you're concerned about brand snobs looking at the brands and like, I can't believe they're using Maybelline on me or whatever. Like, first of all, that Fit Me foundation be working. But go ahead and depot your stuff if that's a concern for you. But I will also just focus on a beautiful layout of your products so that it just looks very professional, very clean. And I wouldn't even worry about the products either because some people that you're doing their makeup, I'm not sure who your clients are, but a lot of them don't even have personal makeup kits themselves and they don't know what works and what don't. So it's all up here. So I want you to just kind of change your mindset and just focus on you providing that amazing service for them that they're going to love, that they're absolutely going to love because they booked you for a reason. They didn't book you because they saw the products that were in your kit. They booked you for your artistry. So as long as you're showing up with that artistry, I think you should be good. Let me think. Let me go. I don't want to go into debt trying to keep up with what I see online, but I also want to feel proud and prepared when I show up with a booking. So this is going to be a process. Like I said, the stuff that I have in my kit now, I didn't even have in my kit in the beginning. So let's get into the other questions. Can you give me some advice or guidance? Can you give me some guidance on how to build a kit smartly and affordably? Okay, let's get into this. One thing I want you to do, new brush on the block, is get you some friends in beauty. Okay. Get you some beauty friends. If you don't know any, make sure you join the Trailblazers Club. Okay. Connect with some beauty pros or come to a Friends in Beauty event when we have one. But get you some beauty friends because one thing that I absolutely loved to do was like split the cost on certain things with my friends. So I remember when Danessa Myricks first came out with her Vision Cream Cover Foundation, those foundations were like, I want to say like $30, 20 or $30 a pop. And I wanted the whole shade range or whatever. So what I did was I went half on it with one of my friends. And you could probably go threefold for real because they're so pigmented and they can spread so so wide or whatever, you could probably even team up with two other people and do this. And we split it because we were depotting them into the view sets and, things like that. So we didn't need the whole bottle. So that's one thing that you can do is like share the cost. If you want to build a kit affordably, see if you could have like a little beauty friend of yours share the cost on certain things that can be shared, like foundations. I think foundations are probably like the most expensive things in my kit. I don't spend a lot of money on other things. I don't spend a lot of money on lashes. I don't spend a lot of money on like mascara, things like that. Those like basic things. But foundation is where I do like to invest if I want to a little bit of money. So you could definitely share the cost with somebody. Also, what I like to do is look out for sales. So anytime there's a major holiday, like what's the next major holiday coming up? The next major holiday is Memorial Day. So guarantee that Black Opal, get you some Black Opal if you don't have it, girl. I think they're like, I don't even know, $14 a stick now. They used to be 10. Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it, but Black Opal, all these brands, Minted Cosmetics is great as well. Glamazon Beauty, I love their foundations. The Nessa Myrids love their foundations. I'm just thinking about brands, even if it's not just foundations, eyeshadows and things like that. All of these brands are going to have some kind of Memorial Day sale. So I tend to try to look out for the sales. So that's another way you can save some money. Another thing is also going to these makeup conventions like the makeup show. The makeup show New York just passed, but they do have them in other cities like Chicago, and some other cities. I don't even go. I even go there. I feel like they have it in LA too. But did they have it in Atlanta one year? I don't know. But the makeup show is another place that you can go where you can go shopping and the brands are like pretty discounted at the show. You can get some good rates. So I tend to kind of save up my money for that. And then also there was another thing I wanted to mention. Oh, pro discounts. Pro discounts are a thing with certain brands. You can get like 40% off, like Makeup Forever, MAC, and stuff like that. There are different qualifications for what they want to see from you in order to qualify for the program, but you may qualify, I'm not sure. So that's another one. It was something else I was going to mention that slipped my mind. I said the makeup show, shopping with friends, pro discounts. Oh my gosh. It's another thing that I wanted to mention. It totally slipped my mind. Dang, yo, I'm getting old. Am I getting old? If it comes back to me, I will let you know, or maybe I'll pin it as a comment if I remember. Oh my gosh, sales. This is gonna bother me. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me move on because it's gonna bother me. Y'all about to see me freak out in real time. So those are some things that I would definitely consider when you're trying to build a kit smartly and affordably. Oh, I just remembered. I just remembered what it was. Something that you may want to consider if this is within your capacity to do so is trying things like Klarna or like Afterpay and things like that. Those little services that they have now where you can buy something and you can split the payment up into like four parts. So if there's something that you want to get for your kid and maybe you don't want to pay the full $200 or something like that right now for all the things that you want. There are services like Klarna that let you break it up into like installments and like four payments like every 2 weeks or something like that. So you can spread it out and it'll be like little chunks until you pay off the balance. That's another option if you're responsible with your money and you know you're going to be able to pay it like that. So yeah, those are some things off the top of my head that I have done and that have worked for me. Yeah. What are the true essentials I should invest in first? In my opinion, I think it's really important to invest in the foundation, the base. I think like I mentioned earlier, that's where I would spend the most money on. I think that is like the most important thing when it comes to makeup. Everything else is kind of accessory, and I feel like everything else you could kind of you could find a dupe for everything. So whether it's an eyebrow pencil, I love the NYX pencils. They work great for me. They're $10 as opposed to I do love Benefit, but those are like 20 something dollars. Even the Urban Decay ones, I like those, but they're like 20 something dollars. There's always a dupe for something until you can get your coins up to, get the higher end version. But where I would invest first is on like my skin prep and skin like foundation and like powders. That's where I would invest first. How can I confidently work with what I have? Will I continue to grow and improve? Girl, play into the fact that you're not using a whole bunch of high-end products and you're still getting this end result, because there are a lot of people out here who would like to achieve a flawless makeup look but don't want to spend a lot of money or don't have it within their means to spend a lot of money. But you could probably show them how it's done and what technique to use and all of that stuff. I would play into it if you want to, but just just know that it's not the reason that why they're booking you is not because of the products that they see you using. It's because of your artistry. So if you can stand confident in your artistry and knowing that you're providing an amazing service, everything else will go from there. Keep an eye out for these giveaways that some of the brands be doing. Maybe you can get on like the PR list for some of the brands and they'll send you gratis things like that. But I think your best bet for real, especially when it comes to the foundations and those products like that, I think your best bet would be to find another friend in beauty and share the costs. I have done that so many, and with the William Tuttle foundations too. And those weren't even like super expensive, but they come and like what I used to, I don't know what they look like now, but they used to come in like a jar, and it was so much product in there that me and my friend were able to depot it and we still had product left over. So that's what I would do. New brush on the block. I'm super excited for you, girl. Like brand new makeup artist, just get started in the industry. I'm glad that you're pursuing your passion, and it's very normal to feel a little overwhelmed, but just know that those people that you see online with fully stocked kits and all those high-end products, all those shades, they might not have even bought those things with their own money. I want you to keep that in mind too. It's easy to compare yourself when you're looking at people on social media, but a lot of these people get stuff sent to them. Like if you all could see the stack of boxes, okay, to my over here, if you could see the stack of boxes, none of this stuff that is over here in these boxes is anything that I purchased with my own money. Brands just be sending me stuff because I have the podcast now. I'm a makeup artist. Some of it is PR stuff that I get sent. I'm not paying for any of this stuff. So, new brush on the block. If you're in the DMV area and you want to go through some of these products and take some off my hands, let me know, please. But these are really, really good questions, and I'm really excited and I'm really happy that you wrote in because I feel like this is a question that a lot of people have and it's going to help a lot of people. I really want to do a video too of just going through some essential items, not even essential items. I want to go through my kit, but I also want to go through non-makeup things that are in my kit as well, because those things are just as important as like the actual products that you have. But there are some non-makeup things that I like to keep in my kit too that, I feel like are essential in everything. So that's something that you want me to do. Let me know in the comments. And also, maybe I missed something. If you are a listener and you have some additional advice on how you like to build your kit or how you went about building your kit, this is a community effort. Okay. I'm speaking from my experience, but maybe you have something else that you would like to drop and weigh in. And if you do, I invite you to please leave it in the comments so we can uplift our new makeup artist on the block. Okay. Uplift this person and help them, get to where they want to be. So yeah, thank you so much for thank you so much for writing in. I feel like I have a video. I'm gonna try to remember to link it down below, but there's definitely a video here on the Friends of Beauty channel with me building a beginner makeup kit for one of my clients that I had before. And that video tends to do really well. So I'll leave it down below. Also, I'll leave the link for the view set down below. And if I think about anything else that comes to mind, I will let you know. But like I said, if you have a letter that you want to, or you have a question that you want to ask and you want to write me a letter, I invite you to do so for the Ask Your Best Friend in Beauty segment. Just email me info@friendsinbeauty.com with the subject line Ask Your Best Friend in Beauty, and I will get back to you. If you want to create a pseudonym to remain anonymous, you can, or you can just tell me your name, and I'll share it here on the podcast. I also do have a free guide that I'll leave the link down below, 13 ways to grow your clientele. It's absolutely free, but if that's something that you're also interested in, new brush on the block, or anybody else that is listening, I will leave the link down below for you to check that out. It's just 13 different ways that are kind of unconventional ways to build your clientele. And it's not all about social media and posting and all of that stuff. It's other creative ways to do so. So if you have been struggling with getting new clients, or you kind of want to up the ante on getting more clients into your repertoire, then definitely click the link down in the show description to get that free guide. As soon as you sign up, I will send it right to your email and you can dive right into it. But yeah, this was fun. And y'all have really, I've been getting so much amazing feedback about these letters. So I'm glad that you all like these letters. If you made it all the way to the end of this segment, I do want to let you know that I have been doing, I mean, if you listen to the first one, then you know, but these letters are coming straight from Chat GPT, baby. So until I get some real people writing in, I'm gonna continue to do these letters, but they're just so good anyway. Like it really feels like somebody's writing in and asking these questions. But my best friend Chat GPT got me, and your best friend in beauty got you. So as soon as you write into me and ask for advice, I got you. I got you. I got you. What else is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune into the Friends and Beauty podcast every single Wednesday. I release new episodes. I just celebrated 5 years, y'all. 5 years of the Friends and Beauty podcast last Monday. And I had the opportunity to moderate a panel at the Hair Education Beauty Summit. Then I shot over to the makeup show to hang out with them. So if you want to come behind the scenes with me as I celebrate the 5 years of the Friends and Beauty podcast, check out the latest vlog here on the Friends and Beauty channel, and you can come behind the scenes with me and have some fun. Also, there are still spots left for the Bali trip, the water break retreat in Bali, our retreat. So the Friends and Beauty retreat, there are spaces left. So if you want to join in on that trip, definitely click the link down below. I'll leave that information for you. We are going from, I think, off the top of my head, September 21st to the 27th. I think those are the dates. I had switched the dates. They were originally in July, but we switched it to September. So we have a little bit more time to get up in there. Yeah, follow me on social media at Friends and Beauty, at Akua Robinson is my personal page. And I can't wait to hear from you on another segment of Ask Your Best Friend in Beauty. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with another friend in beauty. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, rate, and leave a 5-star review so that other friends in beauty can find the show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, hashtag Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.